Okay, so this video's look at Star Wars droids, not the 80s cartoon. On the last video I showed the various C-3PO and R2-D2 figures from my collection, so now I'd like to show all the other droids just because I really like them. I'll start with one of my favourites, R5-D4. I've always liked him even though all he does in the film is break down. I had the vintage one of these and had him as Han's droid, the way R2 was Luke's droid. He would buzz around the Falcon fixing things as they went along. On the last video I showed R2 figures with pop-up periscopes when you turn their heads. This has the same feature except it's not a periscope. I think it's the motivator Luke says has broken him in the film. Next is R3-A2, who is seen very briefly in Empire Strikes Back in the Rebel base on Hoth. He doesn't have any pop-up features, but he does have a pull-down third leg. More droids from Empire Strikes Back. This is K3PO and R5-M2. These two were from a box set. The R5 unit has the same pop-up motivator feature as R5-D4. This is RX-24, who isn't from the films, but is one of the droid pilots from the Star Tours rides at the Disney theme parks. I've never been on it, but I would love to though. Bad guy droids now. This is IG-88, one of the bounty hunters from Empire Strikes Back. I've always found him really creepy. This is CZ-4, who belongs to Jabba the Hutt, so he's seen wandering around his palace in Return of the Jedi. And this is R5-J2, who has the same pop-up motivator as R5-D4 and R5-M2. Probably because they're all repaints of each other. Along with this interrogation droid and mouse droid is a good addition to the Empire's droids. Random droids from the Star Wars universe now. This is a Lin droid from Episode 4 A New Hope. It came with this Jawa, so you felt like you were getting value for money, as Jawa figures are really small. Another 2-pack was this Power Droid and Treadwell, which are seen across the trilogy. A button on the side of the Power Droid makes his legs walk. Some waves of Star Wars figures were Build-A-Droid editions and came with random droid pieces, but if you didn't get every figure in the wave, you're left with various droid parts. All you can do with them is put them with the Jawas, as they're interested in things like that. Or you could put them in the trash compactor on the Death Star, if you've got one. I haven't, so the Jawas it is. Okay, so that was a look at some Star Wars droids, not the 80s cartoon, and hopefully you'll join me on another video sometime.